The investigation into the explosion and fire at Robbins Lumber in Searsmont is entering its 6th day today.
Cranes are on the scene to help remove the larger parts of the wreckage so the ATF team can look more closely at the rubble underneath. That team is made up of certified explosive specialists, electrical engineers, and chemists. As of this morning, there are more than 45 people investigating. At a news conference yesterday, the fire marshal's office praised the community's effort and support, saying 46 communities offered firefighting resources and nearly 300 firefighters worked to put that fire out. Now it's a matter of digging through the scene and documenting it extensively to determine what caused the initial blast.
They'll use records and pictures and documents to show what it did look like, along with witness statements. They go in and they start recreating that scene. And then what they'll do is, once it's thoroughly documented, they will then process that scene.
The fire marshal's office is sharing a rough but tentative timeline for the current investigation.
We're hoping to, have it wrapped up in days, but wherever it leads us, we'll take it from there. We have the resources on site, and we're going to keep. ATF is committed to staying here as long as it takes to figure out what's going on.
According to state public safety officials, Searsmont, Belmont, and Appleton fire departments all lost crucial equipment in the incident.
Yeah, News Center Maine's Brianna Bush shows us how departments are looking to rebuild and how other crews are supporting them.
Belmont Fire Chief Ron Hartford II has been in and out of the hospital, supporting one of his firefighters injured in the Searsmont lumber mill explosion.
That's been my focus.
But back at the fire station, the department is facing another challenge.
Now I've got to focus on trying to get a truck back in the bay.
The department's only pumper tanker and all the equipment inside was destroyed while crews responded to the fire.
It's tremendous because we're not only relying on it, but Morrill is relying on it. Searsmont's relying on it.
While the all-volunteer department waits to hear from their insurance provider, Hartford says it could cost more than $500,000 to replace the tanker and the equipment.
We're going to sit down and make a list of wants versus needs, and we'll go with the needs first and then go with the wants after.
He says the most feasible option is buying a used truck, looking at help from the community in grants.
Just because we're down a truck, they're not immediately going to give us that grant.
In the meantime, the Belfast Fire Department is increasing its mutual aid to Belmont, Morrill, and Searsmont following the fire.
We'll provide any mutual aid that we can while they're recovering from this devastation.
Belfast Fire Chief Patrick Richards says they are prepared to respond to more calls.
Anytime that we hear an alarm go out for any one of our neighboring fire departments, there'll be that heightened awareness.
We'll be calling on them a lot.
Will departments rebuild and recover? Brianna Bush, News Center Maine.
Officials say they are also working to secure a state and a federal line of duty death benefits for the family of firefighter Andrew Cross, who died while responding to the Searsmont fire. There will be a public visitation tomorrow from 5 to 8 at the Riposta Funeral Home in Belfast and a memorial service on Friday in Morrill. The family asked that instead of flowers, donations can be made to the Morrill Fire Department in Andrew's name. Governor Mills has ordered flags be lowered in his honor on Friday. Cross came from a large, loving family who describe him as an avid outdoorsman, saying his spirit will be with them whenever they see a big buck chase a fast rabbit or wet a line with a new lure.
Funeral service will be held tomorrow for Gerald Talbot and Maine Game Warden Joshua Tibbetts. All U.S. and state flags will be lowered across Maine in their honor. Talbot, who died earlier this month, was Maine's first black legislator and founding president of the NAACP in Maine. Tibbetts was killed on the job last week after his plane crashed in Avon. The ceremony for Talbot will be in Portland, and Tibbetts' funeral will be in Bangor.
All right, some other news now. The Westbrook Fire Department says it has received state approval to start carrying a medication called Suboxone. It's part of a larger program by the state of Maine to address the ongoing opioid crisis. Paramedics can now carry and distribute the medication in case patients are experiencing opioid overdose or withdrawal symptoms. Over the next several weeks, the fire department will undergo training to learn how to administer the medication and connect patients to long-term recovery treatment. They are aiming to begin offering Suboxone on July 1st.